Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Makes the grab, it's Bell. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Thomas. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Dell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get...
And they will score! Touchdown, Georgia! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hold and fire complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Browns. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Setting up the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Dogs are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. The hand to the running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Razorbacks will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
And the Dogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And these offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll try to tack on one more. and the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go to the sneak. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Using his legs, it's Green. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to throw. It's Green. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about the confidence at this point.